Why can I not have things just work when I want them to? That would be nice. Oh dear. Right, well I think I'm slowly getting things organised. I did not properly set this up. I was in too much of a rush, it seems. Let's just change that over. That should be fine. It's really hard to see behind all this microphone business. Twitch chat needs to go up a little bit, and YouTube chat down there is perfectly fine. Okay, game is coming through fine, audio is coming through fine. Yeah, I think we're good. Just about. My microphone is my webcam is really fucking sluggish. Why is that? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh god, what the fuck happened there? I don't know what I did. Buffering? I don't know if I want. I am completely all over the place. What's going on? Can I configure this video at all? Because I feel like I am lagging behind an awful lot. My webcam wasn't doing this badly the last time I was here. I have switched rooms in the house, so my setup has been completely dismantled and remantled in the last couple of days, so I haven't actually tested any of this stuff. Resolution. No, that's just made me disappear. Default device, is that going to bring me back? That does. Okay. I don't know what's going on with my webcam at the very least, but yeah, okay. I'll leave shit like that, I guess. Hi Max, yes, you have warned me to avoid this game, but I'm very curious to see what is going to happen. Curiosity may kill this cat, who knows, but we're going to find out one way or the other. But, okay, I think I'm just about ready to fucking kickstart this. So, hail brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. I still don't quite know why I'm playing this or what is going to happen, but I have assurances that shit is going to hit the fan. So I guess we're just going to have to see what happens. Let's load back into... is it this one, I think? Yes, I understand this. Right. Oh, right, yeah, we've got to do another poem. Right, hang on. I need to make sure that I'm prepared for this shit. Hashtag not sponsored. Right, let's see what we've got. I'm gonna go with Tenacious. Explode. Vivid Graveyard. Infinite Bliss. Agonizing Bunny. Ooh, Unstable Marshmallow. What are we gonna go with now? Bouncy Incongruent Existence. Puff Passion. Doki Doki, of course. You know, I don't actually know what the word means, what Doki Doki means or anything, but I'm sure some point in my life I will find out. Dark, Precious, Adventure Milk. I like that one. Dark, Precious, Adventure Milk. I'd drink it. I'd drink it. I think it would be delicious. Oh, man. I'm the last one here again. Well, god damn it, Monica. You really need to get your shit together, don't you? Don't worry, I just walked in too. Oh, great. I'm just as culpable for bad things happening. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, because it's totally worth laughing over, isn't it, Monica? You must have a lot of determination, as she's been playing a lot of Undertale. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Picking up piano? She is a strong girl. Exceptionally strong. Well, maybe not determination. My curiosity will be my undoing. Okay, well, fucking glad it's Wednesday then. But I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. Ah, I can't wait for the festival. It's going to be great. I'm sure it will be, Natsuki, eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. Yeah, actually you were, weren't you? I need a refresher because I've been away for a week and I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all the kinds of delicious foods. Okay, now that does sound like fun. That sounds like a very good time to me. Yeah. I'm wondering if it might be light levels that... Let me try flicking my lamp on because I feel like I'm kind of in the dark over here. That is very bright and that hasn't really sorted out my situation. So, no. No, I don't know what to do about this webcam. It's an old webcam, so it might just be the fact that it's shit. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Well, we've all seen enough hentai to know where this is going. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Eh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Eh? I don't get it. Monica. What? Hey, Dragster, how's it going? Nice to see you joining us today. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. I still don't get it. Completely lost. Ah, never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Hello? Sayori? You okay? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk... Monsters going up. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? This feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone else. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. The conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she noticed anything about Sayori recently. You were streaming this last night? Okay, I'm constantly being told I'm in for something interesting and... Oh yeah, okay. I dread to think when shit's gonna hit the fan. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Meet Shield, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh? You think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you. I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Meat Shield. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know this is not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. It'll be a bit before the shit hits the fan. Okay. So we've got some time to chill out and rest our loins. Which I suppose is good. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Eh? Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Meat Shield. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? I don't know, it's not like the whole point of this is it's meant to be some sort of dating simulation. Proper fucking parentheses around the whole fucking thing. God. Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anyone else you know. Yeah? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been. You're so funny, Meat Shield. Oh, I know, I'm fucking hilarious, aren't I? Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you. What are you saying? I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. She's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her, that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. Oh, look who it is! But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realise that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone and start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. Let's go up to her and have some words. But now it's a little easier for me to do that. Stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. Open the game files. Okay, I'll go and find them if I can. Is that going to be amongst the Steam apps? Let's see. Doki Doki Literature Club. Right, where am I meant to be looking for these game files? Browse local files. Let's see if I can find that. Let's see if we can track this down. Sounds like it might be in my documents sort of thing. Not there. Can't find it in my documents or anything. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. Users. Oh, I think I found it. App data. I think. Don't know what sounded odd to you, but I don't know. Everything seems alright to me. I think local low. I think I'm getting to the right area. It's just figuring out which ones I need to go with, which folder I'm meant to be in. No, that's the wrong thing I'm looking for. I don't know. I don't know which folder it's meant to be. Right-click the game, select properties, local files, browse. Right, okay. So, to my Steam folder. I've got so much stuff open, I don't know where to even start. Right, Steam apps, common, Doki Doki Literature Club, DDLC, properties. Or am I meant to do it from my kind of like Steam thing? From my Steam library. Let's try that. Properties. Local files, there we are. Right, okay, so it's just the Steam, or the area I installed it to. Right, okay. Yeah, don't worry, I got it open just off to the side. So, we'll keep an eye on it as we go on, and see what happens. Right. Yes, we're sitting down next to Yuri, we're having a chat with her. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Okay. This is... Oh, no worries for the trouble, Dragster. I mean, if this is gonna... If there's more to the game, like, from the files fooling around, then this is going to be interesting. I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen with this. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. The troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share... of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. That's quite romantic. Well, it is Valentine's Day, I suppose. You know, I've got to be wary of all of this sort of stuff, haven't I? Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. It's just I didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time. That's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be so dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Meat Shield, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. There are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I notice her strange behaviour today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Oh. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Okay, Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. I like jacket potatoes and cartoons. I'm as simple as they fucking get. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. Like, admittedly, no, I'm dreadful at self-reflection and all that sort of stuff. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. And what it is words. It's a sentence of some sorts. Anyways, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Reading time. I'll have a little drink. Okay, everyone. Oh, fuck Monica. God, why? Why do you just always come in to, like, kind of ruin my, like, casual relaxation? After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Oh, yay. Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. I do wonder. Okay, so Natsuki I will share my poem with first, I guess. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. You weren't impressed with the Adventure Milk? I was very impressed with Adventure Milk. Like, it's really my sort of thing. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Eh? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Gah. Adventure Milk is fine, but you prefer Adventure Nuggets. Oh, the choice between Victory Nuggets and Adventure Milk. Oh, they don't quite go together, but one could certainly follow the next. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Fucking bitch has been practicing her martial arts. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. Bitch, I will deck you. Like, you try that again, you're going straight through one of these windows. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Alright, how the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Or maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out for me like nothing even happened. Alright. Let's see what we got. I'll be your beach. Beach, please. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Okay, I don't get that one, but, yeah. Oh, okay, we're fighting over food now. Home fries? I like chips. Well, I don't know. Speaking of people from across the pond, you don't get what chips are for me, do you? Steak fries, I think you call them? Anyway, yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. It can be, yes. It's hard to write anything negative about the beach. I don't know. Is it a beach of sand? Nice, soft sand that gets everywhere. It's coarse and it's dry. It gets everywhere. Or is it a beach full of rocks like half the ones in Wales? Or Brighton. Brighton's just a beach full of rocks. So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later. Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realised we kind of wrote about the same thing. She wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it, or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic and then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. There's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. When you hear chips, you think potato chips. Yeah, I mean, I get the difference in vocabulary, in language, and terminology. For me, what you call potato chips, I call crisps. So, you know, just minor differences. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Yes, it was. Congratulations. Right, I guess we'll talk to Yuri next. Well done, Michio. Thank you for what? I don't know. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Well, I'm glad to have tried. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this. It's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all feel a little awkward at first. But now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. It's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club, if you know what I mean. Fucking elbow in the stomach. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Meat Shield? Eh? Fucking dunno. Crisp sounds better, makes sense to me. Dry potato slices. Yeah, yes, crispy potatoes that look like computer chips. Hence, chips. I don't see how they look like computer chips. That doesn't make sense to me. Okay. To each their own, I guess. Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't really matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. Even my opinions are just opinions, you know. Oh, God, somebody on the internet who gets this. As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? Well, you're always so sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Eh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. It's not fearsome, it's respected and appreciated. It's... how unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. It just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Beach! I can barely fucking read your handwriting, Yuri. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clean blue sky, an expanse of bliss. But beneath grey rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line. Tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back and I abandon peace to erode at the shore. Drift forwards and I return to Earth forevermore. Okay, that was very nice. Fish and French fries, fish and... yeah, it is fish and chips. I don't care where you're from in the world, that is always going to be fish and chips. A fish and a chips. Yes. Right, I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles and thought processes. She said you wanted to write about the same topic. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. I don't know which one of you is lying. It's not like I have any particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Right, so one of them is telling fibs. And I don't know who. I'm going to go with Monica next, I guess. Hello, Meat Shield. Hi, Meat Shield. Hello, Monica. How are you? Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Oh. I want to read Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech to the Jurassic Park theme. Let me do that, please. I've done it before, and it works really well. Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of other people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. Trust me, when that orchestra kind of rises, you know, when you see the island and the dinosaurs and stuff, and I have a dream, it really works. Trust me, I can vouch for it. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's pretty good. Makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. Yeah, that's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy. It's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Alright. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The Lady Who Knows Everything. Interestingly, that is what the poem is titled. Like, I never would have put those two together if I hadn't been literally spelled out for me on the page. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, and all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilit sky. What's a twillet? I think we've got a little bit of a typo here, Monica. I don't know what a twillet is. Is that a type of small bird? It sounds like a type of small bird. Okay. We'll move on from the twilit sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall and fall evermore, gentle as a feather. A dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Wow. That was really nice. That is very nice. I don't know if I'd see it as a metal project, but it was one of those things, you know, when you're just dicking about with the internet with friends and somebody comes up with an idea, and we were listening to film soundtracks or something and trying to think of speeches that would go well with various different soundtracks, and the Jurassic Park theme came on, and somebody suggested that I sit down and read the I Have a Dream speech, and it went really well. It was just really daft and just stupid. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything. It was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought. Oh, fucking hell! Why? Stop yawning! All this talking just wants to... It makes me yawn. I am enjoying this. Stop ruining it for me. Stupid fucking body. Sorry. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Oh, right, yeah, I know, there's a kind of parrot, isn't it? Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. I have a dream that one day metal will rise above all. There's a powerful dream you have there, son. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? I don't know. We have some things to write about, I guess. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway. Yeah, that. Anyway. Fucking, come on, get back to the conversation there. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into, so get a nice fiery response by literally burning your audience. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Twillet. Dimly illuminated by or as if by twilight. Oh, okay, it is an actual word. The more you know. Because instead of just... No, that's good to know. Nice to know that it wasn't just a typo, and yeah. Nice. Okay, instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, I want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? I guess. That's my advice for today. Well, thank you, Monica. Thanks for listening. Yes, thank you. Wonderful. Goodbye. Let's go and talk to Sayori. Hello. This is your best one so far. Thanks. It's really, really nice, Meat Shield. Thanks. 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 Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Eh? Of course. Everything's fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you? She's got that face of just kind of like, everything's good. Don't worry about me. It's like a Mr. Meeseeks. Do you want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Like, just everywhere. Like, no actual face, just smiles. Well, alright. Hey, Meat Shield. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah. I guess you're the one that likes this... I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, of course I do, but that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. This is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's easy to just write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. Meat Shield. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori? I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. Is she, like, massively depressed or suicidal or something? She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Meat Shield. It's all just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Yes. Sayori really seems like she's putting on a front, as opposed to just being that kind of stereotypical hyper-anime girl. It feels like she's putting on a show. Like, trying to be the life and party of everything that she's in. Because there's something going on deep down. Okay. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange like that? Did you say something strange just now? Oh, hey, Josh. Nice to see you. Hey? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Yuri, are you superstitious? Because I don't kind of deal with that sort of stuff. I don't prescribe to it. I don't believe it. Shh. Just shh. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah. Seems you're right. Ah. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to, anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? Hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. After this next day is over, check your files. Okay, I'll see what we've got. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, Natsuki, you elbowed me in the stomach. I'm still waiting to throw you through a window. No, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Ooh. You turning into a Pokemon, Yuri? What? That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. Maybe a different decision, but just in case. Okay. I'll see what happens. We'll get the day out of the way. What I'll do is probably end of each day I'll check my files. I mean, I've got it open right next to the game anyway. Game's in windowed mode. Right, what's everyone going to be doing this weekend? I already know what I'm doing. I'm glad you know, Natsuki. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. Cupcakes, not cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavours. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can... yeah, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. You just can't make cupcakes or pamphlets. Now, Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell these things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? Yeah, it's completely illegible. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Yeah, you strike me as the kind of girl who loves the atmosphere of somewhere like the castle from Amnesia. You know, gloomy, gothic, holes in the roof, rain pissing down. Don't get me wrong, I like that kind of atmosphere and aesthetic, but not necessarily for a festival where you're trying to entice more people into a club. I don't know. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Meat Shield, the one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Ah, that's... Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? Ooh, how on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Meat Shield may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, You may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Meat Shield to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't. Just what do you think? Guys! Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Meat Shield to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. We just settled this already? Yeah. Meat Shield, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with... Ooh. Oh, who am I going to go with? It's going to be between Yuri and Monica, I think. I mean, Sayori's going to be helping Monica out anyway, isn't she? Natsuki's just a bitch. I don't really care for helping her out, so I'm going to pick Yuri, I think. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. I like kind of like graphic design and typography and all that sort of stuff anyway, so that personally suits me the best. Now, are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Meat Shield? Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. Maybe she should put that fucking sour flavouring into her fucking cupcakes. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited might not be the right word. I don't really know what to go for. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Meat Shield? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Miff. Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Meat Shield picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will ever compare to that. So, I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. But why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. You're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. If she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. Fucking finally, there's just... So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, yes, could we please head out? Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out of the door as they chat between each other. Hey? I turn around. Sorry. I realised that I don't have a way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to have words with my parents. Like, fucking jeez. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Meat Shield. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realise. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long time. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Well, that's going to, incur a cost to get it retiled. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. Ooh, so much interesting, fun times. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. And until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. Oh, okay, it's Sunday. Okay, right, well, I'm going to go for a quick break. I think I want to go and try and find some, kind of throat lozenges, because talking throughout all of this is just knackering me out. It's really wearing my throat down and wearing my voice out, but I want to keep going. I want to do a little bit more tonight, because we're only about an hour in. But I'm going to go and find some throat lozenges or something, just to soothe the throat a little bit. But I'll be right back, so if you guys want to go and grab yourselves a drink or something to eat, I will be back very, very soon. Okay, back in. Try to tidy up this camera a little bit. Still don't know why the frame rate is absolutely fucking awful. Yeah, I am liking this new setup that I've got at the moment. It's really nice. Can I try and tidy this up a little bit? Ah, there we are. You just have the stream minimized. Well, that's fine. You do as you please. You do you, and just... Oh, I don't know what I'm on about. Right, there we go. That's got that sorted. Wow. The amount of menthol in these fucking throat pastels is insane. Maybe it's the peppermint oil. I think that's probably what it is. It just burns. Oh. But boy, do they work. Yeah. If you... I'm not sponsored or anything on this one, but if these guys want to sponsor me, fucking please do. Vocal Zone. Fucking awesome throat lozenges. Like, they're great if you've got a cold, they're great if you've, like, been speaking just loads and your throat is worn out. Like, I had a few colds over Christmas period. I was using these just to soothe my throat, and I use them for live shows, I use them whenever they're needed, really, and they're just fucking amazing. So, yeah, Vocal Zone. If you want to send me some, that'd be fucking amazing. I'd love that, thank you. Right, let's get back to this then. It's already Sunday. I need to get this thing stuck under my tongue in a good, comfortable place. I'm going to be talking a bit weird for a little bit while it dissolves. Right, I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. I see, she was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? Who the fuck knows? I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I don't like that there is no audio whatsoever right now. I'm very nervous of this. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Meat Shield Hearth. God fucking hell. Oh, you actually had me worried, you bitch. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence. A minute. Why am I trying to find a fucking weird pronunciation for that word? There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. This is messy? This looks fucking gloriously clean to me. There's a bit of paper on the floor, but that's fine. I also recognise the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I'd end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behaviour is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Meat Shield, eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. No. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? Yeah. I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Meat Shield. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Meat Shield? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. I don't want to sit here and yell out called it, but called it. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm so late? I'm late to school every day. Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. That is what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Because when people are depressed, they go one of two ways. They sink into it to the point where they literally do nothing and get nothing done, or they go the other way and they shield the world from it. They shield themselves from the world by putting up this barrier. And look at some of the, people like Robin Williams, some of the greatest performers that we've ever had, some of the greatest comedians that the world has ever known have suffered with massive chronic depression. Like some of my favourite comedians and comedy writers. People that have built their careers off of making people laugh and being the life of the party and being the one to put a smile on somebody's face have often been the most broken inside. Did she really want so badly for me just to not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. I don't understand at all, Meat Shield. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right, that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Meat Shield. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Meat Shield, Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain by her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think it would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'd be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Oh, wow. Yeah, depression is a fucking bitch of a thing to live with and to deal with, both as an outsider and as a sufferer. Like, I've dealt with it quite a bit, like, even over like the last, last few years especially. It's been more noticeable. And yeah, there are days where it can be like, with what she was saying about being late for school and stuff, it's... Life can be really difficult when you wake up in the morning and you don't care if you get out of bed or not. You have no kind of drive. There's no motivation there for you. It can really be tough. And just the emptiness that it brings as well is just... It's unnerving at times. This is striking some very strong chords, and it's doing it in a very elegant manner, I think. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I think I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Yeah, I don't know if I've experienced it quite that bad, like Dragster, but it's a tough thing to live with. It really is. Right. Yeah. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Is it Yuri? It's Yuri. Let's try and pick the mood back up again, shall we? Let's not have everything be too drab and too droll. Ah, what a fantastic turtleneck you're wearing. How wonderfully beige. Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I'd known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. Should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. Wow, my room is clean. Very nice. Okay. Take Yuri up to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. She's probably noticing all these books that aren't straight. They're probably not alphabetized either. By author. It's so clean. Aha! I cleaned it before you came over, so you haven't seen me when I'm knee deep in like 6 months of like biscuit wrappers and Dr. Pepper bottles. That's very considerate of you to do. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. There's a lot of manga. Oh, I've actually got... I haven't got that much manga. I've got the entire Death Note series. And a few others. But I think Death Note's actually the only one that I've got the complete series of. Oh, and As a Manga Dio, but that's like 4 books, so it's not really much. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Ooh, we found the pawn! Yes! I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, shall we get started? Bow wow? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? What's that going to be, like incense and glow sticks? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candle. Oh, pretty fucking close. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. You're going to want to make them trip off their fucking balls, aren't you? Although many will stop just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. More cupcakes or more drugs? Because that seems to be where things are going. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? Makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How essential are they? How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not particularly. Not familiar at all. I like, you know, the kind of little things you get, like incense or wax. Not wax, is it? It's like a little candle holder thing that you put a tea light in the bottom and then you put water with like scented oils in. They smell nice. They make a nice atmosphere. I like those. That's kind of about it. That and incense sticks. Ah, is that so? Yep, that's pretty much it. It's one of my favourite contributors to a positive atmosphere. I like it for chilling out while having a bath. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Well, I don't get that existential, thank you. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. It's like a fucking lightsaber. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapour begins to spout through a small hole in the top. That's... oh, sensual. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Oh, check the files. I don't see an image file yet. Nothing yet. I mean, there's lots of different kind of subfolders and stuff. But hang on, let me sort something out. Let me get it so that you guys can see the. Yeah, there we go. So this is what I'm working with right now. I'm assuming that this is where it's meant to show up, unless it's meant to go anywhere else. I haven't got anything else in this area yet, so... I don't know, we'll check again at the end of the day. We'll see what happens when Sunday ends. Right, okay, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Does it really? Okay, jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? Yeah, I'd say so. It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot... You seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Okay, I don't know where you're going with this. Oh, yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Right, and then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. It's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Oh, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. Looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Are you into blacksmithing? Because I like watching an awful lot of blacksmithing videos on YouTube. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. I see. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. A combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. Well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool-looking knife, I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? I beg your pardon. Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around inside my hands. Let me just slip this knife inside my hands. Thank you. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Meat shield! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Oh, I see. She's into this. Yeah, I think I'm going to get along with this girl fairly well. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Okay, now we're starting to get into some saucy stuff. Right, I'm going to... Right. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. And just like that, it's over. Fuck's sake. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and took me by surprise, but it kind of got me going a little bit. Hello. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Meet you! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me as like I did something wrong, just like... The fuck is with you, dude? Alright, no. I've got that fucking throat lozenge stuck under my tooth and I'm trying to get rid of it. So if I'm making funny faces, that's why. Oh, I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Meat Shield. Yuri giggles shyly. Hey? You're recalling me weird? Like, bitch, what? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I'll need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. Bleeding on everything. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. Looks better than I expected, and would be very effective as a door curtain. Looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. You ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolour paint tablets. We need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Okay, right. Taking Yuri's advice, I decide to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. The fuck is a bathroom cup? What's a bathroom cup for? Why would you need a cup in the bathroom? You keep your cups in the kitchen. For tea and coffee. That's what they're for. Ugh. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips and then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? Come and see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, putting it back over her arm. Ah, nothing. Her face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and then takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I think I figured out why Yuri has the knives. I think she's... I'm gonna... Oh, this is horrible terminology for this, but taking a stab at it, I think she self-harms. So we've got Sayori, who's suffers with depression. Yuri self-harms. And I don't know what's up with the other two, but I'm sure we're going to be finding out sooner or later. But okay. And yeah, blacksmithing videos. Fucking good stuff. Yeah, Man at Arms is a very good YouTube channel for watching blacksmithing stuff. And Alex Steele is another very good one. I really like his stuff. He's based in the same... lives not too far... Or he works not too far from where my mum lives, which is rather cool. Either way, we should carry on. I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with all the colours for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Okay. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. Oh, God. Not an inspirational poster. Oh, I fucking hate those things. I like the ones, what are they called? Fuckscapes? I think they are. You know, it's like a beautiful picture of a, scenic mountain range or something. And in the background, somebody just photoshopped in the word cunt. I find them so funny. I don't know what it is. You know, like a beautiful picture of fields on a sunset evening or something like that, and it just says anal discharge, and it's disgusting and it's fucking hilarious. But I love them. I don't know why. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Yeah, we could do that. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Okay. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colours across the banner to serve as a colour guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolours feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. Ah, I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself, for me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently at me. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Oh, that old stick. Yeah! Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. Just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Oh, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yes, it was pain! Referring to blacksmithing, you watched Or Me once. I can't say I've ever watched Steven Universe, but I've enjoyed a lot of the things that Man at Arms have made. Like a lot of the kind of gaming things. Like they've made stuff from Final Fantasy and various other games that I've enjoyed, like Devil May Cry and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, they're pretty good at what they do. Like I definitely enjoy their stuff. I'm not quite so fond on the format that they present everything in, but fantastic craftsmen, really good at what they do. Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. I'm sorry, Yuri, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh, we're getting right up close and personal on this one. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Ah. Is something wrong? It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Eh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. It's probably the jasmine oil. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. It's fine. I thought we were gonna have a snog, but okay. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here and then have you bring it in the morning? I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you're at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Oh no, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed, or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out to the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Very well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow? Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Meat Shield. Yuri takes a step close to me and then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Oh, I was not expecting that to come up a little like that close. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori, eh? Ah, hi, Meat Shield. Sayori, just now we weren't... It's okay, Meat Shield. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Like she's firing her laser. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Oh, well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. And how close you got to her. Makes me really happy that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Meat Shield? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Meat Shield. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori? What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Meat Shield. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and I started to like you too much. I did this to myself. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give to you. Sayori, oh, okay. Oh, this is going to be a tough choice, isn't it? Like, I mean, saying... saying that I love you doesn't necessarily mean in a romantic setting, in a romantic sense. You know, you can love your friends. Oh, I dread to think how this is going to turn out. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best, or what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? Aish! The fucking wording! I should write a poem about this. Not a bad idea, get it out on paper. And, you know, instead of just bottling it all up. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here, just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're all so right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Meat Shield. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So... Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden she turns around and drops to her knees. I'm not screaming that at this time of night, but okay. You get the idea. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my own house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm gonna give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. That's kind of part of the problem with that is you're not going to get things to go back to the way they were. Like, you can try and craft a semblance of that, but it's never going to be exactly as it was. We did get an image, though, so I'm going to see what this is. Okay, well, what the fuck do I make of this? Am I able to actually get this up for you guys to be able to see? I don't know. Let's have a look. Where are we? Game off? Yeah. This is what we got. It's called Happy Thoughts. I don't know what to make of that. That's interesting. Something made up in MS Paint. I mean, is there meant to be something hidden within this? Or, you know, is it just going to be like a series of cryptic images or something? Or is this just... Do you just get various different images based on your choices and they're going to lead down certain paths? Because that's kind of how I feel it's going. Okay. I'm going to get another day out of the way, I think. Oh, God. There we go. God, I was wondering why everything was getting overlapped. It's the day of the festival. Of all the days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Oh, I think I can feel where this is going to be going. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry. I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Meat Shield. You're the first one here. Has my audio just disappeared, or is it just not coming back in yet? Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I'd say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. Dragster seems rather distressed. I'm assuming that the shit is hitting the fan. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Meat Shield. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. No, I do have sound. Right, yeah, good. It's just there's no music playing right now. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. It's going down for real. Ugh, fuck. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. I'm rather concerned about that. Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Yeah, you're not wrong there. Fuck, do you want to check out the pamphlets? Yeah, that sounds like a great fucking way to spend this day. They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognise Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head, 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 get out. Oh, yeah. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Oh, fuck. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Meat shield? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori. So, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? Okay. I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken up my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school really makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they've always been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Oh, here we go. Sayori, she really is a heavy sleeper. Oh, I don't know if I want to click forward. Do I want to? I've got to. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Oh, fuck, I've got goosebumps. I've got goosebumps for this. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori! Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. So, oh, fucking Christ! Oh, here we go. An exception has occurred. File game script. What? See traceback text for details. The fuck? This new file is just completely opened up. What? It's a load of, like, game code that I think just relates to her character and actual character file. Her character file has gone. Like, I remember looking in the characters folder and her name is not there anymore. The fuck? Wow. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec, I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Aha, well, here goes nothing. The fuck? Okay, what the hell? What the hell? Exactly. Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. I think it's very real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. If she's always been like this, you wouldn't have known. You wouldn't have known how long she'd been suffering. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Oh, fuck. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Possibly. Maybe she just couldn't anymore. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. You don't know that. You don't know that you could have prevented it. Unfortunately, if somebody is that far gone, then... far gone is probably the wrong word for it, but... sometimes... oh god, what's that line from... there's a line from the Star Trek Next Generation. Which it's possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That is not a weakness, that is life. And that applies to situations like this. You can commit no mistakes, you could do no wrong, and you could still lose. And they could still lose, and it can just go this way. And that's not weakness, that's just life. Life will just fucking kick you in the bollocks. Even if you've done nothing wrong. And then there are people who can do fuckloads wrong and get no comeuppance for it. She would have done that even if you said you loved her. See, that's exactly my point. That is exactly my point. You can know the different response wouldn't have made a difference. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Well, I don't know, we've gone a little bit meta so far with something Monica said about saving progress. I only had one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 I was wondering if that was just going to be a perpetual loop. End? Okay, well, that ain't that interesting. Okay. That's an interesting point to leave things off for today, I think. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, this is very interesting. This is mad. Oh no, I don't expect this to be over anytime soon. I'm waiting for things to just get far worse now. But I think I'm going to wrap things up here for tonight, guys. So thank you very much for joining me, whether you've been on YouTube, whether you've been on Twitch, whether you've been active in the comments, or if you've just been sitting there and watching and just being along for the ride. What a hell of a fucking ride this is. Yeah. I'm going to be very interested to see what's going to happen in the next episode. I dread to think what's going to happen in the next episode, but we'll find out. I'll be back next week with some more of this. I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming any StarCraft 2 over on Twitch before the week is out. I've got a gig coming up on Saturday. I'm thinking of live streaming some music stuff on Friday night, if possible. I've got to figure out if I can get the setup to work properly so I can have both the microphone and my guitar coming through at the same time. I don't currently have all the wires and cables for it yet, but I might be able to borrow some stuff from a friend. But we'll see how things go and whether or not I can actually balance everything properly. But we will be, we'll be back next week with some more of this. And yeah, give me a follow on Twitch, and I might be streaming some music stuff before my gig on Saturday, so it'll probably be Friday night, maybe Saturday afternoon. It depends on how things go. I haven't actually done any practice for this gig yet, so I'm fucking dreading it already. Oh god, where is the time gone? Fuck. Okay, but yeah, as always, thanks for watching, everybody. Check all the links and descriptions and all the buttons down below for links to all of my social medias. If you want to follow me on Twitch, if you want to subscribe to me on YouTube, if you really enjoy what I do, you can support me on Patreon, become an officer within the ranks of the Order of the Shield, and there's also a merch store as well if you want to buy t-shirts and stuff. But I will be back tomorrow. There's going to be Let's Play coming out 3 PM GMT. There's a new Let's Play every day on my YouTube, and there might be some new music coming out this week, possibly, maybe. So keep your eyes out for that, and I will catch all of you very, very soon. So thanks again, guys, and yeah, I'll leave it at that. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off.